to the Someday podcast.
Thank you.
Someday. Get to know
Welcome.
you that day today. Patrick, are you good? How are you? I feel like I haven't talked to you this week.
I'm doing good. We talked yesterday.
I know,
But
but
no,
I feel like we haven't talked as much though.
Oh yeah, we really haven't had a sit down conversation in a minute. But I've been good. How about you? You good?
Yeah, bro. I just finished. Well, you guys said you already finished, but I literally just finished my finals.
Oh, that's good. I know that's the relief.
Bro.
Yeah.
I hate school. College is a scam.
Yeah, no, seriously, I hate it.
It's the biggest scam. It's like, bro, you're not guaranteed no figures after this. I'm seeing hella people graduate, but no one posting jobs. Like, I'm like, oh, you feel me? Like, it's nice, but now you just have debt and you're going back home. So,
right.
You know, Logan,
y'all have one more year left, or how long do y'all have left?
One. Hopefully.
I should have. Same. Hopefully one. I'm gonna take some summer classes and hopefully just have one, but it may be an extra semester.
Yeah, this summer is academic free, bro. I'm not taking no classes.
I don't know how people do that. I've never done that before, and I don't
really.
No, because I feel like it's a waste of money too. Because it just seems so much more expensive than like the regular semesters, you know? Like the classes cost more or whatever.
That's why you got to get the transfer credits.
They're generally easier, despite what everyone says. Like even though they're crammed,
classes are easier.
They give you more leeway. Yeah, at least where I'm at. So
I can.
But he takes classes at Georgia Tech, and obviously those classes probably aren't easier.
Oh my god.
Who?
AP.
That's so fucking.
Do y'all think y'all could get married at this age right now? Like.
Yeah, I feel like I could, but I wouldn't want to.
What makes you think
I honestly don't think I could.
Yeah, what? I don't give a fuck. I like my girlfriend a lot right now. And I could see myself marrying. Not right now. Like, not, you feel me? No.
Definitely not.
Like, I don't feel like anything. I feel like we're all old enough to like handle things. I don't see anything.
Cam, have you like lived with your mans before? Like,
no, not like
exactly.
I don't believe in like living together though before you're married. Like I've stayed the night at his house a lot, but I also have my own. You know, I've always had my own room as well. Because I don't think you live with somebody before you get married.
Oh, you don't think so? I don't think so either. But I know P and a lot of people. Because Patrick, you're not in the minority. You're actually in the majority of this. Like me and Cam are actually the few. And I feel bad because it's 2-on-1 right now. But I'm gonna give you that.
Oh no, trust me, I'm gonna defend my case. Right?
Okay, Patrick, why would you live with somebody like before?
I mean, to me, it's really simple. Like, why would you want to discover someone's living habits?
Oh no,
marry them rather than before. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, you don't have to move in like a year into the relationship, but you should live with your partner at least 6 months before y'all get.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like you should like stay the night there because like when you stay the night there enough, like you see the habits like gradually over time. But when I feel like living with somebody, it's just, I don't know. Some things I feel like our generation, like they don't save anything for marriage. Like
that's what I've told P. But I disagree though with you in the sense of this, Cam. I don't fart around my girlfriend when she's spending the night. I hold the fart.
That means you're not comfortable around her then.
No, see, I am. I am, but there's certain shit like people actually will keep certain shit from you in terms of like you can go spend the night. I spent the night at Patrick's house. I don't know what it means to live there. Though.
Okay, no, but like I mean, like you're spending the night like almost like every day, but you still have like during the day you still have your own place to go to.
Mm.
But I mean, it's different when y'all are sharing the same sink, when y'all are using the same bathroom.
Don't you do that when you spend the night though?
But I mean, not constantly. Like you're still going back to your place because you like your stuff better. You're like, all right, I like how my stuff is set up. But when you're sharing the same room and you got all your clothes in the same place and you're like, I hate how he does that. And he's like, well, I'm not going to stop doing it. It's different. You know what I mean?
Or when you realize like, I can't leave here. You know what I'm saying? I'm here.
Yeah, like you realize like if y'all get in an argument, like you.
Yeah, you get an argument. Now you're just on the left side of the crib. But like, okay, but Petra, how about like if you get like you propose and like you know how people be like fiancés? How about would you live with them then, Cam?
No.
Oh, you're okay. You might be tweaking. If you're really?
No. Well, okay, maybe it's because I don't plan on being like engaged for a long, long time. like, like maybe 6 months, but I don't plan on like
being engaged for like 2 years.
Yeah, no.
Okay. But like a lot of people like live together because it's a financial, because I agree with it, Patrick, for you, it's like a good financial thing. Because why would you guys both be paying $1,500 separate rents when you can just pay $1,500, have a 2-bedroom, a nice studio? You see what I'm saying? And now you guys can split that rent. So that's really just what? Maybe 800 plus utilities.
Yeah. Each. And I feel like if you're with somebody that like you really are supposed to be with, like y'all are gonna work things out, like in the house. Like y'all might have like minor like differences, but it's gonna end up working. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be enough to like make you annoyed that you're living with that person.
If both y'all's names are on the lease, because I've heard of crazy situations. You see what I'm saying? Like if both y'all's names are on the lease, who's moving out? Y'all are a girl and a boy, so who's moving? Cam, are you moving out?
And like cheating situations, like
oh my god,
I don't know. I know people that like share a thing and like cheating stuff happens, but the person stayed, so I guess it didn't matter in that case. But what happened? Like I don't know. I think the man, if that were to happen, like I feel like whoever did it should go. Like whoever cheated.
But if a nigga's like, nah, my name's on the rent, on the lease, I ain't leaving. What are you doing?
Well, then I feel like you're just with like a bad person. Like I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it would be simple. You cheated, you go.
Bro,
I will say this.
I feel like both would move though. Wouldn't you not want to be? I wouldn't want to be in that house with something bad like that.
If you have a lease though, if you have a lease that's a year, yeah, and you guys have been in that bitch for 6 months, and this nigga cheats, and now or she cheats, and now it's like, oh shit. I've heard of stories of people like getting new boyfriends and girlfriends while they still live with the yeah, no I swear to God. I promise I want to say names, but I'm not finna to.
I live back at the crib. Wow. I would go back home with my mom.
Seriously, my parents will take me in because
I'm not staying at that crib, bro.
Really?
But I will say, this might sound like a dickhead move, but if I'm paying for some reason, I'm paying all the rent. My name's on the lease,
right.
And
she should go then. Yeah,
she has to go. Even though I did cheat and I am fucked up, if you want to bounce, like you can leave.
my shit,
that's fair.
My shit is just this, bro. I always tell my girl, and I guess like other just people in general, like I'm going wherever my money's at. I don't know what the fuck you're gonna do, but don't you come hang with me just to hang with me. Your money, you feel me? Like you better go where your money's at too. If your money's in fucking Nevada or South Dakota and my shit's in Minnesota, I'm going.
That's why I said like usually I feel like when you're engaged, like y'all have had your own lives. So like y'all could be different, you could be different places. And then like when you're married, that's when y'all find like a place where y'all can both find a job together. So that's why I say like, I don't think I would live with the person before. I don't know. Y'all parents lived together like before they got married? I feel like maybe that's why I think that, because my parents.
Yes.
Okay.
My mom and dad did probably not like too much longer before they got married, but
right.
I know people who moved in like a month into them dating, and I could never, ever.
Really? Ever. A month into dating? Oh my God.
That's ridiculous, isn't it?
Oh my God. That's actually
spontaneous people. Like, them like carefree to the world people.
Yeah, they're called idiots, Camryn. They're called dumbasses. I think my parents, they moved in together, but they like dated for a very long time though. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like they knew they were gonna get married and have me. Like they had me as soon as they got married, because they got married at like 29, bro. So you kind of know.
Yeah, by that age.
Yeah, you know. So it wasn't.
My parents were in Ohio, and then they decided, like, they both got jobs in Georgia, so they started building the house while they're engaged in Ohio. And then, like, right after they got married, like, the house was built like a week later, like it was done, finished. So.
So then I guess. so that speaking on the topic, because y'all are like, if a nigga cheats, right, it's clips. But so what are the deal breakers for y'all in a relationship? Is cheating just always a deal breaker? Like you would never get back with each other? You said no?
No, I say yeah. Like personally, I think like cheating is like a deal breaker. I think like cheating is oh, go ahead, Pat.
Oh no, I was just gonna ask, what is your definition of cheating? Like what is?
Yeah, because isn't there levels to cheating?
Yeah, for sure.
If a nigga DMs a girl, you breaking up with him?
It depends. I don't know. It would like, because, okay, think about it like this. So if my boyfriend DMs another girl and he's like, you're cute. Like, huh? Like, why? Why are you? I don't understand. Like, I don't understand why he would ever do that. I just feel like that's somebody.
Can he say another girl's beautiful though? Like, but he
That's
shouldn't
even
DM her.
worse.
Oh, that's
okay.
worse?
Like, I don't see a problem with. Okay, so if I have a boyfriend, like, I don't see a problem with him. Like, if he just like has like good manners, like him saying my friends or like, just being like respectful to my friends. Like, not.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know, like. If like I have a friend that's like insecure, you know, just like saying like nice gestures, like to me, like that's not a problem. But I just don't see why he'd be calling another girl. And if it's like behind my back, like we're talking, you know, and like say a girl walks by with like a fat ass or something, like and we both like say it, like that's fine to me. But if you're trying to DM the girl behind my back, I don't understand. I don't understand why you do that.
So that's a deal breaker for you. Like is that a breakup?
Because I feel like that shows character. And like I wouldn't want to be somebody that would do that to me.
That is true.
Patrick, is that a deal breaker for you? If your girlfriend DMs a nigga, is that clips?
I would say it's like we have ground rules. Like I feel like every relationship before you even like what comes with the term boyfriend and girlfriend comes ground rules. So like when y'all make it official, y'all sit down and say, all right, these are my ground rules. They're unbreakable, undebatable, and it's not gonna happen any other way. So we both agree, like, yeah, you can flirt with other girls, you know what I mean? Because is in a relationship like that. But you know what I mean? Like, as long as it's like within the relationship and you're not hiding it, I don't think it's cheating. But like Cam said, like if you're going behind the person's back, then it's definitely cheating.
Okay, so I have a question for you, Pat. Do you think, okay, so say one person comes to the relationship and they're like, hey, I think like this is okay, like you just said, like talking to or like flirting with other girls or other guys, like it's fine for me, and the other person like just agrees because they want to be with that person. But you know how like over time, like it's low-key going to like get to their head, you know, it's going to make them start feeling like, okay, well, like he thinks all these other girls, like how can I trust that like when he goes to the club and I'm not there, you know, that he's not going to like do that in person. So like over time it just is. But
you know what though, Cam, I've realized, and as a man, and you're a woman, so I heard women cheat even better. So as a man, me and Patrick both know guys who cheat so well they never get caught, and their girl thinks the world of this nigga. So I actually believe in every relationship and just in life, you actually can't trust anybody because it'd be the nicest dude, the dude who treats you the best that'll fuck you up the worst. So for me, I've always said, nigga, cheating is when you get caught. You feel me? Cheating is when you get caught.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying. I just feel like all this stuff like goes into like character. Like if you like somebody with like bad character would like, not bad character, but somebody that's with like developing character, I feel like would like do something like that and like not feel like the guilt of it at all. But like there are also people that would like, once you're in a relationship with them, they wouldn't do that. Because why are you in a relationship if you want to do like, if you want to like.
See, that's one thing I will say that I usually don't get, like, because I don't think it applies. I don't think like when someone says like, why are you talking to other girls while you're in a relationship? Like you could just go do that like while you're by yourself. Like why would you not want to have someone that you could talk to whenever you want, invite them over whenever you want, and still talk? I'm not saying it's a bad, I'm not saying it's a good thing, but I'm saying like that's why niggas do it. That's why females do it. They do it because they can have that solid rock, but they can also talk to all the other people that are feeling them as well. So
yeah,
it's like
people want the best of both worlds, man. They want everything,
which sucks. It does suck, but that's why they do it. They don't want to break up with that person, even though it's, you know, destroying their mental.
But if you're with the right person, like won't, like how you're saying you want to talk to other people, like won't you feel that fulfillment from like the person you're supposed to be with? Like, don't you think? Like I feel like some people like, okay, so say I'm with a guy and like he doesn't compliment me or like tell me I'm beautiful or like I'm pretty, blah, blah, he doesn't take me out. So then I seek other guys that like, you know, because niggas are quick to DM you on Instagram and like say you're beautiful, blah, blah, blah. So I'm seeking that from the other guys. Like I feel like if my boyfriend had said that to me, you know, I would need to go out and like hear that from somebody else.
I feel like one thing I'm learning though, Cam, in relationships, bro, is, and just in life in general, you cannot depend on other people to make you happy. So yes, there's fulfillment. So I learned people can get you there, right? They can help you get there. If you have a good support system, you have a good girlfriend, they can help you get happy. But at the end of the day, if you were never going to be happy yourself, it was not gonna happen. So like niggas will get the baddest chick in the game and break up with her. And niggas be like, bro, you tweaking? Oh my God. And niggas, real niggas will tell you, bro, she was not helping me get happy. She was nothing but stress in my life. And vice versa, right? Women who get great guys. There are niggas who are, classified as simps, right? That come out, right? And they do extra, they buy the girl flowers every week. They take her everywhere. They pay for a meal. And girls are like, I don't want this nigga because she wasn't gonna be happy regardless. You see what I'm saying? Because the happiness is within you. Yeah. So it's like, for sure. Like when it comes to cheating, bro, I always just tell nigga because this happened to me. I've been cheated on. I've done some of the cheating. You know what I'm saying? And I'm cool with all the people that it happened with because we realized it was not a personal thing. I was going through my internal shit that made me seek attention somewhere else. Right. You see what I'm saying? And vice versa with those girls. Now, some people, there are ill-intended ass niggas. Don't get me wrong. There are some people who are just dogs. But for the most part, like you said, developing character at 21. Right. Young men, young women, and women mature faster than us. So men just inherently just go out and cheat. So that's my take on it, to be honest with you, man.
Okay, check. Do y'all think that, so personally, I believe like a boy has to go through like a hoe phase before he like settles down for real. Like, do y'all think
I see what you're saying.
I don't think like boys that have been, or people that I know that got in like relationships straight out of like high school and haven't got to experience like anything in college, like they cheat in like their girls' days. But I feel like all boys have to, like girls don't have to have that phase. But I feel like a lot of guys like settle
down. I don't know. I don't think it changes either way. Like I know like men who have been through a hoe phase, then they went to got in a serious relationship and they still cheated. Like they were still cheating. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I don't know. I definitely do feel like you need to get it out of your system. Like even, so let's go on the topic of virginity, like waiting to save your virginity for marriage. Like imagine like you get married and it's you're on your honeymoon and you have sex with your wife
and that shit is ass.
Awful. It's awful. Just imagine. You're gonna have to. I mean, you're not gonna have to, be married to her for years. But wait, hold on. Y'all were like, oh, never mind. But imagine, like, you're gonna have sex with your wife probably 1,000, 10,000s of times, and it's the worst sex ever. You can't even compare it to anything else. Yeah. So you know what I mean? I feel like you definitely need to get it out of your system before you do something really serious. Right. But I don't think it's gonna change it either way. Sometimes, because I don't know.
I feel like it's not really a hoe phase though. I feel like it's more so experience, like you said. So like me, I don't have like no crazy ass body count, but I've been in a couple relationships, right? And then I've also been single for a long enough period of time. So I know either way it goes for me, like happiness is give or take in each situation, right? I can be happy at either one, but now it's more so, okay, I can choose to be in a relationship. No, I'm going to be perfectly fine with myself. And I can see everyone doing everything else, but I've been single enough to know that niggas really aren't happy in that life. Like, niggas
right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like it's just like the one, like younger guys or like guys grown, like, like coming out of high school. I feel like it's the one. So like you see a girl with a fat ass and you think like the sex might be better, like just because she has a fat ass, but like that's not always the case. Like it's like that want to like test things out. But when you've already tested that out, and you get with somebody, you don't have the need to like, or you don't have the want, because you can be like, oh, just because like she had a bigger ass than my girl, like doesn't mean like the sex was better.
Okay. Exactly. Yeah, actually, I see what you're saying. So yeah, actually, you're probably right. I think most dudes probably do go through what would be classified as a hoe phase, really just them trying to learn the single life.
Have y'all been through a hoe phase?
Cat.
Have you, Kev?
Cam's in her hoe phase right now. What? You're single right now. You just said niggas are.
But just because you're single doesn't mean you're.
Like, I just don't like to mess with, like, okay, maybe like hoe phase, I guess, like without like intercourse. But I don't like to like just.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, not a hoe phase. Like
you don't have to be having sex.
Oh yeah, well like general. Well, still like no, because I don't know. People just. I just get really annoyed. I feel like with like guys like.
Okay, that's true. I've been Patrick. You know me, nigga, and I'm not even trying to be the one to bow Cam. You know me. I was dude. They would say I had 4 girlfriends in high school, man. You feel me? Even in college, I don't
know why you excluded Patrick, because both of y'all. Camryn was not on that, but y'all, yeah.
Yeah, we was having Patrick. I pick one girl up to go to school, take one home, be in the middle of the day with another one. It was fun.
No, but I mean, like, I feel like you get to the point where it's like you're talking to. You said what?
Tiring
as fuck.
No, yeah, you definitely get tired. You definitely get tired of it for sure. But I think like what's good for like the short period of time of that whole phase is that you're not gonna find everything in one girl because you're just fucking around. So then you find
a bunch of different things and a bunch of
that complete everything. So you can hang out with one girl for the first half of the day and then hang out with the other girl the next half.
Yep.
And then flip that with two. You know what I mean? So it's like,
no.
You know why dudes settle down for real, Cam? You know why niggas actually settle down? What happens is you do it right, and you gotta have the same conversation, memorize all these things about them girls, and then one day you lose a couple girls, right? And then you sit back and you're like, what do I have to show for this? Like, I did all this work, I took them all out, I did this, and maybe you got to beat a couple and talk to a couple. And maybe you're cool with some of them, but like you have nothing to show for it. And that's for me is why I was like, I don't enjoy this. Because every time I just felt I was empty-handed every time.
Mm-hmm.
It was like grabbing sand and then spreading my fingers every single time. I'm empty-handed. Yeah. And now I'm in a relationship and it just, I feel full. I feel like I have shit in my actual hand. Now, sometimes you lose the relationship, so you drop the bag or whatever. Right. But like, I feel like marriage for me is going to be like, I have something this time.
Right.
Yeah. But does body count matter to you niggas? Cam, just say yes. Just say yes.
No, absolutely not. I was going to say like, it depends because I don't think it matters coming to the relationship, but then it could matter if you're at a school that's like, everybody has like been with your boyfriend or like everybody knows that you've been with all the girls, because then you're looked at like, like I don't want to go out and hear stories, or when I tell people like, oh, like I'm with blah blah now, like I don't want to hear stories of him with other girls, so in that case I feel like it might matter, but like usually no, I don't think so, and especially not when you're older.
P? Okay, so, but if a nigga had 100 bodies, you not.
Yeah, see, like that's the thing. Like it doesn't matter. But if you're like 50 plus, like get away from me, please.
Right. That's like disgusting at some point.
Okay, yeah. But you guys do realize, because people have 50 plus now, and it sounds wild because like you probably started having sex at like 17, right? But imagine by the time some people are like 28, what if you met your wife at 28 and she has like 500? And like she just doesn't tell
that's
you.
Ridiculous.
No, that's yeah.
500,
and I feel like I don't know if it's a good idea to like have a conversation about like who the people were, but I feel like if your partner asked you, like you should tell them, like be honest.
Yeah.
I feel like I had a conversation with some people at my school about body count. If what I actually realized, bro, was like you guys said, niggas don't actually care about how many people it is. They care who they know and they care about what they look like, because it's all a comparison. So Patrick, if I met a girl and she was like, yeah, I used to fuck with Patrick. Patrick's a high quality guy, right? In my eyes. So I'd be like, okay, that's cool. But then she tells me, yeah, I used to fuck with the homeless nigga down the street.
Right,
and the da-da-da-da. I'm like, hold on, wait. I'm not in that category. Why are you fucking with me? Mm-hmm. I'm better than that. And so people have this mentality of I'm better than that. So like, it's not necessarily the high numbers, but what I see is when girls start hearing the names of the girls, when guys start hearing some of the names of those guys and their titles, they're like, oh, I'm not trying to be
around people, and they're like they've had like sex with like multiple people in the room. Absolutely not.
That's actually crazy. I've never actually been with someone and have been in the same room as somebody else that have like had sex with them.
I have all the time.
Go to like a bigger, like y'all go to like way bigger schools.
Cam, I have not in college, but in high school for sure. I've dapped up some of the niggas. We've actually talked about some of the girls. Like,
no. I mean, I'm not talking about you met. I'm talking about you, the girl, and the other dude in the same room.
Yeah, yes, in the same room, probably hanging out all together.
Yeah, I feel like that happens with guy friend groups a lot, especially in college, because
these niggas pass girls a lot.
They're fine with it, like.
Yeah, and they're fine with it.
I mean, I think if it was like me and Kevin type,
yeah,
I would be straight with it, but not like some like acquaintance that I have. You know what I mean?
You wouldn't be straight. Are you guys the jealous type? Like, are you guys
Yeah.
very jealous? I'm pretty jealous.
I can't
I hold it down though, but I'm pretty jealous.
That's how I am, Kevin. Like I like won't make it known, but like I'll feel it.
Yeah, no, like I'm not gonna say every time you talk to a dude like, oh, is that your little boyfriend? But like you might be able to see it in my face, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm a little jealous. I can't lie.
What are your jealous triggers? What are your jealous triggers for you? Is it social media? Is it when your girl posts like a nigga?
No, see, like, okay, so the only thing that would bother me if she posted another nigga is if they were like constantly like chatting and swiping up on each other's stories, and then she posted, I'm like, damn, on the main, like, god damn. But yeah. I think I don't know. Like, I'm not the jealous type. If she likes another nigga's picture, like, I'm not gonna.
Oh, okay. Are you? So you're not stalking on? Have you guys ever stalked on Instagram?
I think everybody has.
Like find stuff from there, but I never find anything.
You don't?
No. So
Cam, you're not looking deep enough.
Yeah, I don't think I am.
Enough. Yeah, someone needs to teach you how to look through the Instagram.
Yeah. Well, like, I don't know. I was in a toxic relationship, and we had each other's passwords. So like we was like in like 100% deep. So like we could like go through as far as we wanted through each other's accounts. So I mean, it wasn't that hard to not find shit. You know what I mean?
He went 102 weeks ago and asked her about some shit that happened 2 years ago. Talking about who is this, bro? LOL. I don't know. I don't know.
Like, y'all think switching passwords is something that's necessary?
Not at this stage.
I don't see the point.
If you go through my phone, I'm breaking up with you. Like, no questions asked.
Especially when oh my gosh. Okay, now that I hate, because like, y'all ever had somebody like go through your phone while you were asleep? Like, what are you doing?
No? Yes. That's
like,
happened to me.
I don't understand that. Like, especially like me, because like, number one, I can't lie. So if you ask me, I'm going to tell you can have the phone. Like, I have no problem like handing you the phone.
I'll hand you the phone, but you're just not gonna have a boyfriend after. If I hand you the phone, you're not gonna have a boyfriend. Now, I don't blame girls for not wanting to ask me in the past because I used to lie. So like, if you didn't want to ask me, that was fine. Cause like I didn't break up with those girls because it's like I was lying. You're right. Go look through the phone. It's okay. But
yeah, it hurts more when you're not doing it. When you know you're not doing it.
Yeah, but now, if my girl asks me for my phone, I'll be like, you can take it, but you're not gonna have a nigga no more. Because I'm not lying now. Like if I cheat on you, I'm gonna tell you. So
yeah, one time I had somebody said they needed to call their mom, and they looked at my phone. I was like, what's taking so long? I was like, bro, you are not doing it. I know you're not.
Did they find anything? Did they find anything?
I think they did, but it hurt even.
Do they get to be mad if they find something when they go through the phone like without asking?
Yes, because you shouldn't have done it, but they also like
no, they don't get to be mad.
You went through my fucking phone.
Wait, are y'all saying like, okay, like you're with them then, and like whatever messages were in the phone like happened while y'all were together, or like before?
While we're together.
Yeah, they can be mad.
Well, I mean, if it's something like pull up, like I'm trying to fuck, then yeah, like you definitely could be mad. But if it's like me swiping up on someone's story or like saying
like flirting with them,
like,
or just saying like something chill,
like just saying something chill, or even like having conversation with somebody that you used to talk to.
Fuck that. You can be mad. You can be mad if I lied about it before. If you asked me and I lied and then you went through the phone and it's there, okay, cool. If you never asked me and you just went through that shit, it's there. I'm not hearing shit you have to say. I'm really not.
But why would you do that, Kevin? Like, why would you be trying to sneak around and message other people or like
back then? Let's clarify, not now.
But why did I will say? I was just gonna say, I think the one misconception about cheating, which is not putting it in good light, but I will say, y'all know when y'all are in like a great relationship, but y'all are going through like a terrible, terrible rough patch. Absolutely. And it's like a lot of those people don't really take into account like those really bad times. Like obviously the good times are good and you have a good girl, but when the people cheat, it's most likely when the relationship is turning to shit. So it's not even that they're like trying to even like discredit the woman that they're with or even discredit the good times. Is it that they're not strong enough to sit in those bad times by themselves? So they rather just seek that from someone else.
Facts. I think the misconception is, nigga, I just feel like there's context in everything, bro. I feel like not every time you shoot and kill somebody, it's because of XYZ. I think there's different situations. And so my problem when people talk about cheating, I'm never trying to defend it, but I just hate to hear people talk about cheating like we don't have first, second, and third degree murder. Like, dog, if there's different levels, exactly. If there's different levels to killing people, there's different levels to cheating too. And not all cheating is the same. Sometimes I'm not gonna fake. I've told people you need to take accountability for why so and so what they did. If you're an abusive nigga, if you're hitting your girl and she cheats on you, yeah, that's your fault, bro.
Yeah, don't cry afterwards. Like,
don't you come back talking about some bro. She did, nigga. You used to hit her. That's why she ran away. She was scared to break up with you, nigga. If you're someone who's overly clingy, bro, and on your partner's hip all the time, they cheat on you. Yeah, because they're literally exhausted by your presence. I'm sorry, that's on you. They shouldn't have done.
You used to be grown enough to say that, like, say this is like taxing me, like it's too much. Like, you know, why can't, like, stuff should just be verbalized. Like, if people verbalize stuff more, like, so much of this stuff we wouldn't have to deal with.
Absolutely, but people don't like to change the circumstances of their relationship. So, like, Cam, if me and you are dating, right, and you think everything's going great, and there's something that's bugging me, I may not want to fuck up your perception of our relationship. Because if I tell you some shit, you may be like, oh my God, like, how long has he thought this?
Right.
Things not the same. And now you're going to be in your own head. And so that's where a lot of guys will just go and cheat because it saves them the trouble of having to verbalize an issue with their partner. And that sounds very immature. I'm not going to fade. And it is to a degree, but it's the reality, I think, that we live in type shit. And I am not advocating for cheating, y'all. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, same.
But have you guys, so you guys have all been in relationships, right? And you met the families, and it's always been good? Is it good?
Yeah, every time. Like that movie shit where the dad be tweaking, and that's so fake, bro. Like, I've never had any problems.
That is not fake.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying it's fake. I'm just saying.
Oh, but it never happened to you.
With me, you know what I mean? Like, I've never had a dad walk up to me and interrogate me, like, what are you doing with my daughter? Like, what's your intention with her? And doing all this stuff. Really?
That's me.
But no, but even like, well, obviously, like, we didn't date at this time, but even when I picked you up that one time and I met your dad, like, it was just mad cordial. It was just like, hi, nice to meet you. Like, what's your name? I just feel like
that's because like my dad knew your dad. You know, like all of our dads, like Jalen, you, like they all knew each other. So you two, So like, I think it was like they know there's, you know what I'm saying? If you know your dad and my dad are friends, you're not about to do anything crazy,
right? Rather than some random ass nigga. Exactly. Okay, damn, I'm the only one that's had bad family experiences. That's crazy.
What happened?
I've had a dad, bro. Patrick would tell you, I've had, oh my God, I've had to call someone's mother a bitch before, but only because they lied on my name to my mom. That's the only reason why I did that. I'm not that type of person.
Said that to the mom?
I said that to their mom in front of my mom. And me and my mom, by the way, did not speak for 3 months after this. I sound like a white kid right now. But but this was a very special situation. Then another time, someone's dad didn't like me. That shit was just really bad.
Wait,
it was
who?
just really bad. It was bad. Me and him we never got along.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we never, like, it was fake. We were cordial and shit, but we never got.
But you could tell deep down.
We could tell. We had discussions. Like, the fuck, it was, you know what I'm saying, pretty clear. I never liked that nigga, so that was that.
I remember that time you told me that he sat you down and he was like, "Are you like fucking my daughter?" Like, isn't that what he said?
And I was like,
type shit when he was in when he was in his underwear type shit.
Patrick, yes, bro.
It was weird, bro. Like,
and then.
Go ahead, Kev.
I was gonna say my thing is, though, like, a lot of the stuff that happened where it got sour with relationships, I always came into relationships to have great intent with people's families. Not because I'm gonna marry your daughter, not because like I'm dating your daughter, but more so just because I'm just a respectful person, period. So I don't come in people's homes trying to, you know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't want that in my house. But usually what would happen is the girls may share a piece of the relationship. You see what I'm saying, with the family, or like there may be a miscommunication of sorts, right? And so like that's why, like for me, I only told my mom one time where a girl did something to me. That's once ever. Besides that, anything a girl has ever done to me, I've never brought up no girl's name in a negative light to my mother. Because I know my mom, the one time I told my mom something about a girl, she never liked that girl ever again. Mm-hmm. And so I knew, let me not ever bring no negative shit to light unless it's something that's physically harming me or someone else. You see what I'm saying? So like with y'all, like post relationship, I guess, do the have the parents continue to like those people?
Yes, that's what I was about to say. Like, I feel like my problem is, well, I guess it's not a problem, but like, well, I've only met 2 sets of parents, I think. Yeah, I've only been with 2 people for real. But like their parents like still like message me so much longer after the like relationship is over. I mean, I guess it's fine. I mean, I think it's fine. But
do you think there's like a limit then to?
No, I know like in this one situation, like I saw this person's dad out or whatever, and like he was like, oh my gosh, like we miss having you around, like we miss you at the house. And I was just like thinking like,
you're like, nigga,
hey, like how do y'all still like, have y'all not like met anybody else since then, you know? And if you have, like, how are you still saying that to like me that was like you know, like that's just the type of stuff I think about.
I don't know, parents be manipulative sometimes, bro. I'll be peeping that shit. Like, don't ever say you miss having me at the house. What the fuck you miss about me?
My parents would never tell anybody.
My parents would never say, because I'd be like, nigga, I didn't hang out with you.
Yeah.
Fuck. I was there for a reason. How about you, P?
But I guess in a long relationship where you've like gone to that family's house, like you've gone with that family, like stuff like that, then like.
Yeah, I think it's justified to say that you miss someone like around the house. Mm-hmm. Like, this one girl got a dog after we broke up, and I don't know if this was a compliment or not, but like they say the dog reminds me of them. Like they see me and bro, they see, like they always say like I like having the dog around because it reminds me of having Patrick in the house. So it's weird. Like I
think it's a compliment, but it just
I was like fuck. Thank you, bro. I don't
maybe though, because like a dog is like energetic and like happy, you know, like brings people together. So maybe that's what they're saying.
I hope it's not like the way that I mean, like I know I don't look like a dog.
Do you guys get close? Do you guys try to get close with family members? Because that's one thing I'm trying to work on. Really.
Yeah.
I
don't try. I mean, if it works out like that, like I'll talk to them like they're like my family. Mm-hmm. And if it's not like, if we can't get to that cordial point, then it's just like, nah.
How long until they get to meet your family? How long dating?
I don't have a time period, bro.
Yeah. I feel like I wouldn't be like, I'm not going to be with anybody. Like I probably won't be dating somebody for real that I know I can bring home. But I like when like my boyfriend like can talk organically, like with my family and my parents, like he just like meshes in. Cause like, you know, then, you know, it's somebody like you can keep around or whatever. And like, if my parents don't like them, I feel like that's a sign. Cause like sometimes your parents can see stuff.
Yeah. Do you think like that's something that you can't get past? Like if your mom is like, I don't like him at all, but your dad's like, he's a nice kid. Are you breaking up with him because your mom doesn't like him?
No, I've never dealt with anything like that. But like my mom, y'all know my dad is like super outgoing, but my mom is like super soft spoken. So I feel like if my mom were to say something like that, I'd probably believe her because she's like says so little words, you know, it probably means something for her to bring that.
Okay, that's valid. I don't think, I probably have to, because like once my mom stopped liking certain people, they just could never come to the house in the same capacity.
Yeah.
Like it was just, and I don't like to bring weird shit to my family like that. Oof.
It's the weirdest thing to tell your like girlfriend, like, yeah, my mom hates you.
Yeah, like, yeah.
I don't try to get too close to family members because like what happens, like you said, when they're texting you after the relationship, when niggas are trying to talk to you, link you, stuff like that, bringing up stuff, like for me, that's a fear of mine. Because I like to, when I do leave certain situations, I do want to leave with no strings attached. I don't want to leave, like people be buying dogs in their relationships. I'm not trying to leave and have to share a dog. I'm not trying to be living with you and share this lease. I'm not trying to leave you and or us split and there's something that has to keep bringing us back together. You see what I'm saying? Right. So that's me, and I'm trying to work on that because I realize maybe that's not the healthiest way to go about it. Like, I can still be cool with people's family members, but I do have a fear of getting too attached because Yeah, I have a fear of getting too attached to people's families. Mm.
Yeah. No, you go ahead.
Okay, I was just gonna say, do y'all think it's harder to break up with somebody when your whole family has met them and like your family loves them?
No.
Y'all don't think about that? Like,
no, my mom and dad are like they love the person that I'm with, and like when we're together, like they genuinely do like them. But if I'm like, yeah, this isn't gonna work, and I go tell them, they're just like, okay. They're never like, oh, why? Like, no, you have to get back together with her. It's always just like,
my mom won't even contest. She'll just be like, so what are we eating? Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
The only time I thought about it was, and that person broke up with me, but my sister liked one of my exes a lot. So like that, and that for me was a first because my sister don't be liking people. She likes Patrick.
I feel like that says a lot though. Like,
exactly, it says a lot. So when the relationship ended, I was a little bummed out because I was like, damn, I don't know the next time I'm gonna have a girlfriend who my sister will fuck with. You know what I'm saying? But now I obviously don't worry about that now. But like that was the only time. Besides that, Patrick, it's the click of a button, my nigga. It's a text message.
Yeah, it's not like that's not a difference.
It's a text message, bro. Oh yeah, ma, we not with them no more. We good. But maybe for men it's different. How about for you?
I think so. I feel like it's so, like I think about especially their family too. Like if I love their family, like I'm just like it makes it so much harder. I don't know.
But see,
Camryn's playing baseball in the front yard with the little brother.
Right, that's what I'm saying. When my grandparents meet people,
oh my god, because grandparents only remember a certain amount of people.
Exactly.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, like my past boyfriend or whatever, my grandma like loves him so much. Like she was still giving me money and telling me to give it to him or like send it to him.
Really? If someone met my grandparents, for me personally, because my parents live in a different country, my grandparents, that would be the day. Like we have to get married, or I'm literally killing you, because at that point you've done too much. Or if you meet my cousins, no one meets my cousins. Actually, I think maybe one girl met one of my cousins. Like that, you have to marry me. That's a lot.
Yeah, like I've met my whole mom's side of the family. Like she met Moses, Ariel, Zuri, Mason.
We all met Moses. Everybody.
Yeah. Everyone like Moses is like the you know the complimentary Georgia. You know what I mean? But anyways, like yeah, I don't know. Like to me, I think it's kind of like a separate entity. Like I feel like I could still be like cool with like their not cool, but like cordial with their parents, or their like brother or whatever, and not be together with them. Like I don't really see that as a problem.
Okay.
Like
because I feel like you can't just continue to talk to like their people if you're not with them. Because like when other people come in, then they're gonna like feel some type of way.
Right? Well, not like a hey, like what are you doing? Like let's go get lunch type. But like if you remember their birthday, I don't think it would be wrong to be like happy birthday. Or if you see them out, or like if you see them like far away in the grocery store, like obviously go walk up to them. I feel like you should just keep it the same because you didn't date their parent. You know what I mean? Like obviously you met them, but y'all didn't go through the same breakup or the same problems that you and the girl or the boy went through. That's how I feel.
Yeah, but I don't like the fake shit because people be like, let me know if you need anything. That's cap. The fuck if I
well, I mean, I think that's just like well, I'll talk to you later. Like obviously I'm not gonna talk to you later. I just finished talking to you. So but like I think it's an empty offer.
And I do think like when you're with somebody for so long and like your parents do know them like that, really like if they were to need something, your parents would probably do it, because like you said, your parents didn't break up with the people, like that was your.
Yeah.
Why would the parents be mad or like have it?
So then, all right, on post breakup conversation, what's the biggest regret you guys have in your relationships? In your previous ones, I guess.
Age. I feel like I met them at the wrong age and I wasn't mature enough. Like I met them when I was 18 and I'm definitely obviously like I have so much longer to go, but 18-year-old me and 21-year-old me is like miles ahead. Like it's not even close. So I feel like at the time I was thinking like if I thought the way that I thought now at 18, we would still be together. But I think that's it. Like I don't have any regrets like man, like I really fumbled or this is something that was like once in a lifetime. No, like it wasn't. But I mean, I still have like love for them, but nah. I just feel like I wasn't mature enough. That's it.
Yeah, that's valid. You sound like Big Sean, nigga, talking about some right person, wrong time.
That was mad cliche though, but that's generally how
that's a valid ass, because a lot of people I don't feel like have the honesty to admit that though, because you can meet great people and literally just be bad timing sometimes, man. So
yeah,
I think that's valid. How about you, Camryn?
I think my biggest regret, I guess you could say, is probably like not speaking. Like if there was something I didn't like, not speaking up before the habit like was really, like, because then if you don't say anything and a person is doing it, you can't be mad at them if you never spoke up. So I think that's like probably my biggest regret. And like allowing people to like make me mad, like saying things like when I'm mad that I know I didn't mean, whereas like if I could have just like had a second, or I should have waited and then said what I had to say versus like saying things in the heat of the moment.
I think that ties into the happiness kind of. It's kind of weird because like I feel like when someone is making you happy, they're also making you all the other things too. Like they can make you extremely mad, extremely sad, like extremely depressed. So once you're tied to one emotion, you're probably tied to all the rest. So
damn, valid ass point. My biggest regret. Yeah, my biggest regret, dude, that's a tough one because I feel like I'm asking myself this for the first time, seriously. I always told you, P, I have none, because I'm like, if I didn't go through what I went through, I wouldn't be the man that I am today, right? But then at the same time, there are certain things that you wish you didn't do. Like, I wish I was more honest. I do wish I was more honest. Actually, you know what? I know what it is. I wish I was more direct. So like a lot of time, Pat, I'm sure you can relate to this as a man, and a lot of dudes can, where you'll like 2 girls, you'll like 3 girls, you'll like someone, be dating somebody, but maybe want to see someone else. And so then you start trying to maneuver around what you're trying to do instead of just going through with whatever, making a decision, just going. So like if I felt like I needed to break up with someone, I would just go cheat instead of doing it. And I wish I would have just broken up with them and saved that person more time in other avenues and stuff like that. Or if I like someone, I wish if I really genuinely like someone, wanted to be with them, I would have just went through with it and actually just full on dated them instead of trying to sneaky link and do XYZ, because that's when you get caught on Snapchat locations and niggas like, you was so and so.
You know what's crazy though? I think like when I was not even like a whole phase, but when I was like talking to like multiple girls, I feel like that's the most direct I've ever been in my life. Like I wasn't really hiding anything. I was just like I really like you, and like this isn't anything serious. So I just want to let you know that. And I mean, and it's point blank, honestly. And honestly, when I got into my first relationship, my directness, because that's the most direct I've ever been in my life, and I haven't even got back to that point like to this day. But the me being direct was mistaken as being
confrontational.
You know what I mean? Like too confrontational. So I had to, revert back because I wanted to make her feel comfortable. But I reverted back to the point where I was actually getting to being indecisive. And I hated that. Like we were gone, like we were split up, and I was like being indecisive with other people, like things that I do in like my regular life. And I'm just like, bro, like this shit is bad.
That's crazy. I'm the complete opposite, because I was very indirect in my whole phase. I wanted to make everyone happy. I wanted every girl to feel special. I wanted every girl to like me. But then when I get into my relationships, I'm very cutthroat.
Yeah.
I become very cutthroat. Like even in my current one now, I'm very like, I'll nip something right then and there, or I'm gonna say something right there, because I know what it means to be indecisive with the other girls. So I'd rather leave it all on the table in a relationship now. You see what I'm saying? So that's crazy, man. I didn't realize it was like that for you. I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, we're being honest, 100% honest. What about you, Cam?
How does it feel for you? I have a question.
Yes.
Do y'all feel like, on the topic of directness, so do y'all feel like, especially Kevin, with you in the North now, Northern people are so different from Southern people?
Absolutely.
How they talk,
absolutely.
everything,
the hospitality.
Like, yeah, absolutely. That's something I didn't know before I got like with my last boyfriend, because he's from Maryland.
Yeah, bro. That's a lot of people I'm with are from DMV. I'm actually going to be standing. Yeah. So they're very cutthroat and more direct.
Exactly. And they're not even trying to be mean. They're just like saying what it is.
Yeah.
Which we fail to do in the South because like we try to be so nice to people. Like we work around what we're trying to say versus like going straight to the point. Like y'all said.
In the South, that it's actually that it would be deemed confrontational the way these
exactly. Like they would be considered a rude person in the South.
It's funny, they're starting to rub off on me because like now when I get upset over stuff, I come like very like straight on. Versus like back home in the South, I know not to like antagonize guys because you'll end up fighting, but like here, that's just how they speak.
Right.
So like I'm playing basketball the other day, Patrick, and I feel like a nigga's cheat. I literally just I kick the ball the other side of the fucking court, start cussing them out. I wouldn't do that back home in Georgia because you actually might end up having to fight if someone does that.
No.
Versus that's just how they
speak. It's weird, like like I don't know, like when I would go to your house and like everybody, like when I got there was so nice, but like we would get to points where we would like be somewhere and like I would be a little like I would be nice and they would be kind of like standoffish and I'd be like what's going on, like you were just like mad talkative to me earlier today, like did I do something wrong? And then later on in that day they'll be mad talkative again and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I didn't do anything wrong.
They're more on
it's just the way they act.
Yeah, they're on their P's and Q's, especially the people from the DMV. They're on their P's and Q's.
Absolutely.
Like so much more is going on around them that they have to like be aware of. Whereas in Georgia, like nothing really is happening. Like
you have you guys been to Baltimore, dude?
Nah, never.
I went to Baltimore. I realized why these niggas like that. Cause boy, you just start talking wrong, bro. You end up really dying.
Oh no, yeah.
I was at the gas station just scared. Like, dude.
That's me. I'd be in the car scared, blocking the door.
But see, that's the thing. Like, I feel like you can't do that. I don't think you can. Well, you can show them that you're scared type. I've never actually been like in a dangerous place like that. But if I did, I feel like the one thing I would tell myself is no matter what you do, don't act scared.
Right.
Like act like you've been here before.
Yeah. So in the South, I always know I can talk myself out of shit in the South. Like I know I don't have to worry too much because dudes will listen. You'll get to speak. And if they see you're not about a certain life, you feel me, or you're not a certain dude, they'll leave you alone. I don't feel that way up here. I feel like here, dude.
Oh, really?
I don't feel like I can talk myself out of stuff here. When
so you feel like they'll bully you type
yes,
shit, no matter.
and it happens, bro. Because I was playing basketball. A dude told me he'll blow my like we were like really arguing, and he was like, "Nigga, I will blow your fucking head off." And I had to stop talking because I realized I was starting to get mad. But like he's actually cut from a different cloth.
Yeah, they're just aggressive. Like they're so aggressive.
So I was like, all right, let me stop and let me just handle this with basketball versus be chirping. Because I know in the South we can just talk it out and I can say, bro, it's just all love. I'm just fucking with you. Like it's not.
Yeah, I had to talk to one of my like really good friends, like confrontate like type shit. Like he would always act weird when we were together. So like. We were all together at one time, and I was like, bro, like, you act weird as fuck. Like, you're acting really lame right now. And I feel like up north, you couldn't do that. I don't think you could do that. And like, but like it was like I said that we talked for like 5 minutes, and afterwards we dapped up and we're like, bro, like, just stop acting like that, and we're good. And we were like, all right, bet. And then we were good. Like,
does that happen in relationships with you guys? Have you ever has there ever been a situation where like you guys, you know, it's cool when it's y'all, and then y'all went somewhere and this nigga is tweaking, and you're like,
you talking about like in a relationship,
or just like if you were with a boy or a girl and everything was cool and it was just y'all, and now you guys went somewhere and this motherfucker is tweaking.
No, that's a red flag, bro.
Like not in a relationship, but like girls, like I'll have girls that are like cool and like chill to be around, but when they get in front of guys, it's just like there's no attention seeking. Like, that's my biggest pet peeve ever. Like I will unfriend somebody or like stop hanging around them because like what are you doing? I don't understand.
Oh my god, because with women I already know, because there are certain women, from my observation, they get around niggas who they deem to be like fine or whatever. And now she all of a sudden she's the most outgoing. Oh my God, let's just do all of it. And now she touching niggas on their chest and stuff like that. Like she's the nasty drunk girl out, and dudes are just like, yo.
Yeah, and they don't even realize that the guys don't even be like into.
They don't even fuck. Yeah,
that's the thing. Like that's a common thing I think between men and women. Yeah, it's like the dude that be acting wild as hell in front of all the women, bro. Like they don't even like fuck with you. Like they don't even fuck with you for real. So why are you even trying to confront them.
Me and Petra have so many friends who turn into stand-up comedians, bro. Because you, Camryn, you're in your friend groups. You know who the actual funny people are in your friend group, right?
Yeah.
You know who's actually funny. So like, if y'all go somewhere, you know they're gonna be funny regardless. Then
right.
you have the person
like naturally outgoing.
Yeah, naturally outgoing. Then you have the person who you're like, all right, this nigga never tells no jokes. Like, and when they do, they're not really funny. They're just cool. And when that person gets around certain people, it's like, nigga, hold on, bro.
I hate that. Like, I don't know why that makes me so mad. I just don't understand.
I know why it makes people mad, because it's like, bro, like you're trying to sell this image of you when we know that you're you. So like it's cool what you're doing for them, but if they knew who you were, that's why I always tell niggas like, bro, if they knew who you were, nigga, they would not fuck with you. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Like, and it's like, just be yourself, bro. Like, if niggas are gonna fuck with you if you're being yourself, and if they don't, that's on them. Like, it's not that big of a deal.
It's really not. I don't.
How do you guys handle public? Have you guys had a public altercation with a significant other? Like, if you guys are beefing in public, do you guys?
I don't do that.
Yelling?
I don't have public altercations.
How do you feel?
That ties back into what you're saying.
Never like in public, like in front of people. No.
How do you feel about people that have them shits in public? Like the person.
It's embarrassing and immature.
Yeah, it is.
Like if people be going back and forth in the grocery store and stuff. Like,
you know what's crazy? I was literally thinking of a grocery store when you said public. I was like, wow, like I was literally thinking of grocery store. I think
time, especially in Orangeburg. Oh no.
What would make you have what would make you have a public altercation? Because I feel like everyone has a certain point. Because I know, go ahead, P.
Definitely if you look at someone in a certain way and your girlfriend's like, did you just look at her like that? And like, no, I didn't. And she's like, I literally just seen you. And then you know where that goes from there. But I feel like anything that we're arguing about in public can be taken behind closed doors and talked about. Like, I'm not gonna argue with you in front of all these people. I mean, not argue. We can discuss this somewhere else, but we're not gonna discuss it here.
Because then people are gonna people cannot even know the context, and they're gonna go back and talk about
and choose sides. They're gonna pick sides, and it usually doesn't end up in men's favor. I'm gonna say, because when a man's yelling at a woman, dudes are like, "Oh, that nigga looks crazy."
Because then you have the men that are simps and are like, the girl's always right. Like, yeah, bro, you're tripping. Like, you got to treat your girlfriend like a queen. And then there's obviously the women that want to stand up for the women, even sometimes when the women are wrong. So it's like, usually the men is going to lose 7 times out of 10, I'd say.
I'd say 7 or 8. How do you feel about simps, Cam? These simp ass niggas out here that want to take you on a date.
What do y'all classify as like a simp?
Damn, I just want to say names.
Oh, hold on, you cut out.
I don't even want to. She said, what do you classify as a simp, P?
Like, do y'all mean like sensitive men, or do y'all mean like men that will like get your girl flowers, like stuff like that?
No, I think, let me say one thing. I think the misconception of what people say as a simp is a good dude. Like, no, we're not calling the good men simps. Right. Like, I just posted my girl on my Instagram and someone DM'd me and said, nigga, are you a simp now? And I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, bro, you know me, nigga. You know I don't be on
That's the weirdest thing ever, bro.
Yeah. But when we say simp, I think what men are talking about is the kiss asses. The dude, it does not matter if the girl is right or wrong in what she says. He's just taking her side. He's willing to betray his friends. He'll go, like, he's the dude who's, and me and Patrick know guys like this. You tell him something and he says, man, that's crazy. And then he goes and tells the girl. Yeah. Those are the niggas like who we call the simps.
Yeah, no, I don't like them. I personally like guys that will like put me in my place, like not be rude to me, but you know what I'm saying? Like they can like check me on some occasions. I don't want a guy that's just gonna be a yes man to me.
Yeah.
P, how you feel about them simps out here, nigga?
Nah, I don't hang around simps, bro. That shit pisses me off. Like, I don't like a kiss ass in anything, bro. Because y'all know like there's like a teacher's pet. So I mean, simps are basically just teacher's pet for girls, bro. And I don't. And do you think a woman could be a simp? And actually, this is like very, very, very off topic. But Cam, how do you feel about the female woman connotation? Like, do you get butthurt when someone calls you a female, or would you rather them call you a woman rather than a female, or do you?
And is female the equivalent of bitch? Is it the equivalent of bitch as well? Like,
I don't think so. I don't like unless like a guy's like being rude to me. Like, it doesn't matter. Like saying like females. No, I don't see a problem with that.
So where is it coming from then that women are like, because I've gotten Really? You've never heard of that?
I watch my words now when I'm around women.
Bad.
Yeah. Me too, Petra. I have to watch my words now too.
Cause I be stumbling sometimes. Like I'll say female here, but then I'll be like, oh, I don't think I should have said that. Cause I don't know if Cam feels some type of way about it. Cause I know a lot of women do. So I usually just try to refer women as women.
This is what I was told. I was told when you call someone a female, they said it's like reverting them back to like being an animal. Like, I was like, I disagree with that because I feel like everything is tone and how you say what you're saying. If I want to call you an animal, I can fucking call you an animal. But yeah,
you're right. It depends on like how you're saying it. Like, are you saying it in a rude way, or are you just saying like, oh, like the females want to go eat here? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
how do you feel about bitch then?
Yeah, no, don't ever call me like something out of my name like that. Ever.
Okay, but let me say this, Patrick. Let me say this, bro, because I agree with you, right? You shouldn't call people out their names, especially if it's a respect thing, you know someone. Yeah. But what I noticed, right? Take the N-word, for example, right? Why would we ever take something that people called us, right, when we were working in the fields? But they say we internalized it and put it in our fucking music, right? And then white people look at us and they're like, well, you guys call each other niggers all the time, so I can call you a nigger. So you feel me? And so then take the word bitch, for example. Women will call each other.
That's bitch. Different. Okay, yeah, it's different. It's like different. Like,
but no, but then think of it like this, Cam. When it's in the songs, when Moneybagg Yo says sexy little bitch, says little hoe, a little like girls are letting the rappers say bitch. They're letting the hoopers say bitch. Some girls
don't let their guys call them that. Like, believe it or not, like some girls are okay with that. But like even in the song, like I still think he shouldn't have like said that, but I know it's like music. So
you feel me? But yeah, but then in the that's why I'm like, okay, but then in the context of music, people don't have a problem with it. And then I'm like, okay, right? No one wants to be called bitch in an argument.
Yeah,
right?
no.
But you also don't want to be called. You don't want to be called a bum ass nigga in an argument. You also don't want to be called a crackhead in an argument. So it's actually the context of the fact that you're having an argument, rather than if I come up to you and say, like, oh, bitch, like, you feel me? And we're just chatting. The context is completely different. So that's where I'm like, I truly do believe it's a contextual thing.
Yeah, but I still don't feel like, even like if me and my boyfriend are like joking, like I still don't think he should ever call me a bitch. Like,
yeah, dude, I got burned by that shit once, and I'll never go back to that shit. I've never, probably since like 2014, I don't think I've called a woman a bitch actually ever since then, bro.
Yeah.
So like, to clarify for me, right, because I understand if you don't like being called something and you tell me, I will never call you that. You feel me? Exactly. If you tell me you don't like being called the N-word, I will never say that to you, because like for me it's a respect thing. So I'm never going to say it. But I feel that on an individual basis, because I do know women who like for example, Patrick, you know, right? She doesn't mind when a nigga calls her a bitch, and even if it's a guy she's fucking or whatever, because she says,
I feel like it shows the amount of respect the girl has for herself.
Yeah,
like
I don't know if you
don't respect themselves at all.
It goes back to the self-respect. Like I would rather keep my self-respect and never make another dollar for as long as I live, rather than make as much money as I can and have no self-respect for myself.
Yeah, guys, let's stay on the topic of relationships. LOL.
No. Wait. What was the do you think a woman could be a simp?
Yeah.
Cam. Or both of y'all?
Yeah. No. Yes. Because like I think there are girls. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I guess I can't speak on it because like every situation is different, you know, and like Kevin was saying earlier, it is hard in some situations to leave guys. But I feel like some girls, like they be thinking they have like this perfect guy because he does X, Y, and Z, buys them a few gifts every now and then, blah, 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 blah. And like he's doing something behind their back, or like he's cheating on them and they're like still staying. Like, I think that's like simp energy, because like, why are you letting him like walk over you like that? Or like a guy, y'all ever been in a situation where like you're out with your friends and it's like a guy and a girl and the guy's around his friends and like he's like talking mad disrespectful to his girl and like she's just not saying anything?
Bruh, I ain't gonna fade. When I see that, I don't even like, I feel for the girl, but even for the dude, I'm just like, why would you want a girl like that? And why would you want a girl that you just get to cuss out and she gonna sit there like a rag doll?
Right. And if his friends think he's cool for that, like that's just like effed up.
Yeah, that's definitely movie stuff. I've never met anyone like, if one of my friends was cussing his girlfriend out, like obviously, I don't even think this is simp energy. Like it would get to the point, like, okay, that's in your relationship, but it gets to the point where I'm gonna have to be like, all right, bro, chill. Like you're really
disrespecting her out, but like just talking like disrespectful to her, and like she's not
same.
Saying, like, I think that's like
I'm gonna have to step in.
Yeah,
I would be like chill, but at the same time, I'm gonna look at her and be like, you a hoe, because like you're low key lame, because you're getting hoed right now. Like you're letting out. Come on, bro, you can't. Like, even if you would lose a fight, or even if you would lose an argument, or even if you have to lose your relationship, bro, I don't think you should just sit and
I just feel like those be the type of guys that are like manipulative, and like the girls be like scared to leave, you know, because like they threaten them, but they don't really be like on it for real. So
yeah. Damn, I don't know what a simp for a woman looks like. I would probably just say it's just like
I don't think a simp for a woman exists, because I think a simp in terms is like a kiss ass, like we said. I don't think it's possible for a woman to really kiss ass to a man, because I think women usually have the most power in a sense, because we're the ones that are trying to get, you know what I mean? Like we're the ones that are trying to, like, not bad, because that's disrespectful, but we're the ones that see someone that's really pretty and we're like, bro, I gotta have her. I'm gonna do whatever it takes. And some people misconstrue that as, I'm gonna swipe up and say you're a queen, like your boyfriend doesn't deserve you. And I don't think girls are over here talking about your girlfriend doesn't deserve you. I think that's just like, I don't know. I think that's just being.
I think there can be simps. I just feel like it's like
a different kind.
Yeah.
Different. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Different.
I do think that there can be.
Yeah, it's not the same terminology. So yeah.
Yeah, it's not the same though.
All right. Well, then let's hear, because we're talking about simps. Simps, you typically are doing things in the name of love or like. So for you guys, what is your actual definition of love?
Oh my gosh.
That's the hardest thing ever. That's an action.
I think it has a definition.
That's a good ass answer, Cam. They always say love is something you can't explain with words, right?
Yeah.
I
feel like it's so much, and it also is like depending on the person. And then also, do y'all think there are like, I feel like there's levels to love. Like there's like surface area love. Easy. And then there's like deeper forms of love. Like, yeah, I don't know. Because I think attachment oftentimes is like surface level love.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I was just saying that I think surface level love can be like interchanged with attachment. Like I don't know. I just feel like there's levels to love, basically.
For sure.
I haven't even, I've never thought of that. I've always used love in a very singular thing, but yeah, I agree with that. There is probably levels to love. What would the deepest level of love, what would that look like for you guys? The deepest level of love, because I think love does differ for the individual, so people say love languages.
Jeez,
so
that's
like,
so
yeah. I know. I like touch, right? I'm very touchy.
And really? Oh my gosh, I don't like that.
What?
I don't know.
Camryn.
Wait. Let me explain myself. So I don't like to hug people, like normal people. You know how like you see somebody like after you haven't seen them and like you give them a hug. I don't know. I don't know if something happened to me or something as a child or something. I don't like that though. But like with my partner, like I love to like be hugged, but I don't like to be like, I don't want you to be like all up in my face all the time, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want you to be like kissing on me like 24/7. Like, you know how there are some people that like cannot stop kissing you. Like,
okay,
like that's OD, but like, okay, so I'm gonna have times like we're gonna be hanging out and I just want to like talk or watch a movie or do something, but there's gonna be times where I just want to lay down and just hug you and kiss you, and you know what I mean. But I don't like, definitely not PDA. Like I'll hold your hand and I'll give like a peck in public, but we're not making out and we're not hugging all the time in public. Wow. And in public.
Yeah, no, I agree, but I have a confession. As of late, I have participated in too much PDA. Patrick, because we've been going to the bar and getting drunk, right?
Okay, no,
that's different. No, that's different.
Yeah, okay, I'm glad. You feel me? Yeah, it's not on purpose.
Like when I like drink, like I like want to be like with my partner, or like if we go, like, I'll like sit on his lap or like something like, like stuff like that. Like I feel like everybody does that. Like
okay, good. Because I'm like, okay, only when we be drinking a little bit does
that's different.
But not in a grocery store type shit. Like not like in the park.
The nigga who can't take his hand off his girl's ass in the grocery store trying to fucking pick up.
Oh my god, yeah, that's so corny, bro. Like Some like I know, like I dead know people that literally can't take their hands off their girlfriend. Like you'll see them and they're always having some type of contact with their girlfriend. And I'm like, no, like me and my girlfriend are most likely gonna walk into any function not holding hands, not hugging. You know what I mean?
No, like just on some chill stuff. Like, you know, people know we're together. Like I just feel like people be trying to make it known that they're
the nigga who can't let his girl leave his sight.
Yeah.
You gotta go
like,
find her.
Where's my girl? Like,
and she's talking to someone and he comes in, hey,
how do y'all feel about that? Because like I was talking to someone's girlfriend one time, and this is like I hate this shit so much. Like I'll be talking to someone's girlfriend and they'll come in and they'll like hug them from behind and they'll start kissing them and being like, hey baby. And I'm like, bruh, I'm trying to have a conversation with your girlfriend. I'm not trying to get with your girlfriend. Please stop.
And they're looking at you talking about some what's up? What y'all talking about? Huh? This is my girlfriend Patrick. I don't know if you met her. Well, I was talking to her, but okay.
How do y'all?
I feel like that's where it comes, like having like a person that it matters about personality, because take a chill boy, a reserved boy, a shy boy, he's going to want to be with you the whole party. Take a like confident and like, you know, outgoing somebody that can hold conversation. They're gonna be chill. Like, you know, they can go to the other side of the party, like meet their friends there, blah blah. Y'all are still going home together, y'all still came together. That's what matters. That's why
valid.
Don't
for people watching this, don't be that nigga or that girl, please.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
No.
But for me, the way I know I love someone is how much I reveal to them. So like Patrick, you know me for a long time, right? And pause, I love you. You feel me as a friend. And so like, you know a lot about, like, you know my middle names, you know exactly where my parents are from. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like I disclose to you shit about my life. So I find that the more I do love someone, the more I will bring them into different avenues about me. Because I usually, if you just meet me on the surface level, I'll just be like a cool, funny guy to you. But the more you get to know me, you'll learn more. I'm more intricate, and a lot of people are like that. I'm more intricate than my surface appearance, if that makes sense. So that's for me that's the true love for Kevin.
I feel like true love for me is like I'm not like, I can be myself around you. Like I can like say stuff. I can like ask you about stuff. I can like ask you to like look at like say like, okay, no, I don't want to get too deep. But like I can just like, I'm not afraid for you to like just like know, like you said, like know everything. And I'll just like, if something's hurting me, like I can tell you, like I'm not afraid to like take my clothes.
You know what?
I
think I figured it out actually based off what you just said. I think it's the ability, metaphorically speaking, to be naked with your partner. A level of transparency where you guys, there's no, because I find myself like, I'm sure you guys have had small talk with a person, right? And you tell a little white lie because they don't need to know the deeper thing about something, right? They ask. But then when your partner, once you have that level of transparency, that like anything they ask, you're willing to disclose the full like raw element to it, and being naked in a sense, that's when I think you've achieved true love. And I think that takes a lot of time, because like I'm in a relationship for 6 months and I do love my partner, but like I haven't fully disclosed.
That's what I was saying when you were saying like about like passing gas like around your girl, like that will like, you're gonna be like comfortable to do that if you like stay with her, you know, like the more you love her, like that's gonna be like nothing.
Yeah. Pat, does that sound like a theme for you as well?
No, yeah, like I like how you equate it to like being like transparent, like it's like being completely naked. It's like I think there's different forms for everyone else, because like with you, like I don't know, like I find myself being able to open up to like anyone, not like anything that I would compromise like my trust, or like they'll run off and tell some shit about me. But like if someone asks me like, where are you from, like what's your middle name, or like all this stuff, like I'll pretty much open up to anybody. I'm not gonna lie. But I feel like with me, it's like, because y'all have known my younger self. I used to be extremely sensitive. Like I'm talking like you could say something and I would start crying, or I would be sad as hell. So I think like with me, like obviously like now I'm not that sensitive anymore. Like bro, I'm 21, but I'm still sensitive. But I hide it a lot. I don't really show like my sensitive side to really anyone. So I feel like once we're together and I'm actually like 100% my sensitive self with you, like I think that's when we're, you know, that's how I feel like I know when true love is for real.
Yeah.
That's dope. Oh, that's.
But yeah, nah, like I'm not going around like crying and shit. Like I don't do that shit anymore. That shit was crazy, bro. I was tweaking. But nah, yeah, nah, that's how I feel.
Okay, all right.
That
So
was
this
good, guys. Like I feel like that was like award winning. Like we said that very well.
very intricate, yes.
We did that shit for everyone listening.
So we talked about it earlier. You guys couldn't do open relationships, right? You guys couldn't do that.
I could.
Oh, you could. Tell me why.
No, wait. You can't say that, Patrick, after you just said you're the jealous type. You can't.
No, but listen. Like, I think not off rip for sure, not off rip. But if you're realizing like y'all both are just a type to just like not be able to control yourself, then I feel like, I mean, what's the point of even having like because see, the thing is, I don't believe in monogamy. I really don't. Like, I only believe in it because it's normalized. Like, if bro, I am tripping. What is the other form of
polygamy?
Yeah, like I feel like a polygamous system for like the whole entire world, if that was normalized rather than monogamy, I really do feel like we would have a happier life. Like I would feel like everyone would be living happier lives.
I see what Patrick is saying. I'm gonna tell you why monogamy exists in Kevin's historical mind from everything that I've read. Right. So monogamy, evolutionarily speaking, for women, it would be safer to be with one male partner, right? Because now it's guaranteed protection, right? In a more like historical sense. I'm not talking about now, right? But in a more historical sense, it was guaranteed protection, right? And then greater odds to survive, right? And so now take it to the 21st century, right? A monogamous relationship means easier taxes, right? Better finances, right? A more stable home, right? And so better chances for your kids to grow up and go to college and stuff like that. Now, in a polygamous system, what's interesting, other countries have that, right? In the Middle East, they're big on polygamy. And you actually see that the happiness can actually be just about the same, if not more. And if you ever read the Bible, right, or if you read a lot of like historical humans, we were usually polygamous rather than monogamous. But marriage now is more of a business transaction than anything else. So, but like as far as an open relationship, I think an open relationship has a whole like subset of benefits to than a polygamous one. Like I think they both have their own benefits and downfalls.
Yeah, like on I don't know if y'all have seen, y'all probably don't watch Expecting Sister Wives, but it's like this new show on TLC where it's like polygamous and like they're seeking wives. And basically they talk about how like with another wife, it's like a mother for your kids. You know, it's just more nurturing. It's a more nurturing environment because you have more than one woman, but they never like add guys to it or whatever. So I guess I can see like how it could be beneficial, and then I could see how like it could cause problems a lot of the times because like jealousy like plays a role. Like people try to act like they're not jealous and they are.
I will say that like definitely like I definitely agree like what you're saying. Like when you said, well, I don't know how you could do it because like you're the jealous type. I definitely am the jealous type, and I really do think it goes back to like how many like if you're pulling or not. You know what I mean? Like you wouldn't want to be in an open relationship if other people don't find you attractive because you're not finna get none, and you're finna run back to your girl, and your girl, you know, messing with other dudes, and you're like, oh, wait, what's going on?
That's why I think dudes get it wrong because like they don't realize women pull a lot more than men. So like we can get in the open relationship. Your DMs, my inbox is gonna be the same.
Yeah,
your DMs are gonna be lit.
Boys are more like likely to DM. Like I feel like they're less scared to DM girls than girls are scared to DM boys. Like obviously there's always those girls that aren't afraid, but you know, like men are way more likely to DM you.
Right. You know? So then a follow-up question then to this is, do you guys feel like marriage is going to die in our generation? Because Patrick, what you said is what I think is like more the majority of like people our age. You talk to people our age and they're like, I don't know, like marriage is like it's a fake idea. You know what I'm saying? You can be in love with more than one person. Doesn't have to be between man and woman. All these extracurriculars. You know what I'm saying? Our generation seems to be like privy to those things. So do you think marriage is going to die with our generation? The divorce rate in this country is high, by the way.
Yeah, it is. It's like over what? Isn't like it's over 50 for sure.
Yeah, it is. It is. So like,
I don't think it's gonna die.
Oh, that's a good. I like that answer.
The people holding on, like people that saw their parents, see their parents going on like 30 years, blah, blah, blah. I think those are going to be the people that have to like keep producing, like following that to like keep marriage alive, if that makes sense. Because I don't think if you go on social media, like many people are like saying how they don't really care anymore. Like they're just worried about themselves, like whatever is going to make them happy or whatever. Whereas back in the day, men stayed with women like women stayed with men like no matter what. Mm-hmm. It was kind of like a ride or die thing. Like most times they weren't walking away from their husband or whatever.
Regardless of the situation.
Because it's sad to say, like I don't know about like most grandparents, probably like the grandfather was mad disrespectful to the grandmother type.
Mm-hmm. Or there was a cheating or another baby, another family, and she like stayed because that was what they grew up on. That's true. Yeah, I think
that's what my great grandfather was.
Mm-hmm. I think what's gonna actually happen is I think everyone's opposed to marriage now when they're young, right? And they're not making any money. And then you're gonna make some money, and then you're gonna realize having another person around that's consistent to help you make money. And then in women's case, right? If you do have a child, you're going to want a stable father figure 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, like I don't want to not like that actually scares me. Like I think about that all the time. Like
you have 3-4 dads coming around and your son is calling everyone daddy or your daughter is calling everyone daddy. I think what's going to happen is it's like an uptrend where everyone wants polygamy, and then as we age, and then what happens is what I see is people like, if you've ever met someone in their 30s that's not married or doesn't have any kids, they are usually very lonely because all their friends are married with kids and like newborns.
So and we're not hitting each other at 30 years old every day. Like, yo, what you want? You trying to link? Like, bro, I got work. My kids are at home. Like, no, we're not linking. But no, I think the only reason marriage isn't going to like die is like, it's just like college, bro. Like, yeah, like obviously free college is a thing. Like people are trying to make it an idea, but like really, like when are these big institutions gonna die? Never. Marriage is one of those institutions I feel like that's never going to die. I will say, though, I feel like we might get to a point where the government will not be a factor in marriages.
Yeah,
like,
and it won't be a legal thing anymore.
Yeah, I feel like once, like how things are starting to open up, like people can marry who they want. I feel like marriage will be bigger then because, you know, like there are people that are like polygamous or whatever and can't really get married to who they want. And then like gay marriage in most states like just became legal. So like now, like once that starts to really happen, I think there will be like a lot more marriage because people can actually marry who they want to marry.
Facts. And I think when people can make their own marriage contracts, because the problem with marriage today is like if you cheat in a lot of states, it's a fine, right? Mm-hmm. If you get caught cheating and they take it to court. But once people can make like their own marriage contract to where it's like, okay, we can be married with up to this many amount of people. We can do XYZ under the confines of our relationship.
Like a prenup.
Exactly. Like but a more professional version that's not limited by like laws of monogamy. But I know what you're about to ask, Pat.
Are y'all signing? So do y'all think y'all are going to sign the prenup?
It's right here. I've already signed.
Yes. Yeah, see,
really? I think that was so kind of weird.
Oh my!
You want it? You don't think you're going to?
Like, I don't know. I just feel like that's so weird because, like, why? Like, I feel like signing that is like already saying that like you plan on this not working out.
No. Well, okay, so like, I feel like it's like I'm gonna put it in basketball terms. I feel like I'm gonna put a hand up if Curry's at, you know, if he's about to pull up from 40 feet out. Because he's probably, you know, he's 40% from 30 feet out. You know, I'm going to put a hand up in my marriage if there's a 50% chance that it's not going to work. You know what I mean? Like more than half. I'm not saying it's going to end. Well, but according to the statistics, it most likely is going to.
And a prenup?
You know that's not true, though. Like, obviously, like when you get with that one special person, you're like, bruh, this is never going to end. And it ends. You're like, bruh, damn. Like, I remember when I thought this shit was never going to end, but
let me say this before you say what you're going to say, Cam. A prenup does not always mean it can't be 50-50 or 75-25 or you get nothing. So my thing is when I do sign, when I make my draft of the prenup, it's not going to be I'm going to shit on you. I'm actually going to be nice because I actually plan to make a lot of money someday. You're just not going to take half of everything that I own. Anything that I invented. So if me and Patrick have our Someday podcast, she's not getting 50% of the Someday podcast. She never came on the damn show.
Okay. Yeah.
I will give you 25% of just money, period, just because you married me, which is already a nice gesture because some dudes are like 0. I'll give you 25%. Then if you want custody of kids, okay, go ahead, take on the responsibility. I don't know.
I couldn't.
Kevin, you're not gonna be saying that with your kids.
I would love to, but I understand a mother has a greater role in raising children than a father does.
Yeah.
So like if you want to take
split custody, no matter what.
Okay. I'd like split custody. I forgot that shit existed. I'm not gonna say. I would like split custody, right, of the kids, right? But they turn 18 and they get to decide what they want to do anyway, right? So it's like, for how long do you really get the custody? And me, I don't plan on my marriage ending. So the prenup really is just an insurance for you. It's insurance on you. Because I know as a husband, I'm gonna do everything I can to keep the relationship in balance. I will go to therapy. I will go to, with retreats, whatever the fuck we need to do to get shit back right. You feel me? Because I think marriage isn't always about being in love. Sometimes you have to recreate the love every time.
Yeah.
Every 10 years, that person's new. Every 10 years, that person's new. You got to recreate it. So I'm down to do that. But if in the event that you decide to give up, that's when the prenup will be in play.
Yeah.
And that is my rendition of my prenup and what it will entail. And I hope if my girlfriend watches this, that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, I think, okay, when you worded it like that, like, yeah, that sounds better. But like, if it was some crazy thing, I'm not signing.
Okay, yeah. I think in your prenup, you should probably have a cheating clause, right? If there is evidence. Like
it should be like, I don't know why that just makes me think that like, it's not going to work out. For some reason, it just gives me that vibe. Like
it does. I would say this. It's like literally, but think of it like this. You have to get car insurance. You're not telling yourself you're going to get in an accident, but you just have it because number one, you have to have it, right?
No, but you get car insurance because you know that there's probably a 99% chance that someday you're getting in an accident.
Okay.
Like,
no.
There's a chance that you can, right? Just like how there's a chance you can divorce, but you're not praying you get into an accident.
No, this one's like, okay, at the phone place, like, are you buying the warranty? Or when you buy a new TV, are you buying the warranty? No, because you don't think you're gonna break the TV.
Oh no, I'm buying that warranty. That $50 warranty for 2 years. Hell yeah. I bought the computer I got right now. I bought the $50 warranty.
Bro. Okay, no. Okay, like, oh my God.
As hell.
Yeah, but I'm saying like a TV, something, y'all, like something like that, like, or a phone, like how they have the like extra. No, because I have that too. But a TV, no, you're not buying the warranty for the.
But marriage is an important thing, Cam. Marriage is your life.
Say one day, like, go back to the TV. Like, what if the TV just magically falls off the wall and breaks on the floor? And you have no warranty.
No, fuck that. What if your partner becomes a vegetable? What if your partner becomes a vegetable, can no longer move, and is no longer up in the head? Your partner.
Why would you leave them, Kevin? You're supposed to write it out.
Oh, like, no. Here's the thing. That's where the prenup would actually be in your favor. Because then if you do the divorce, you're giving 50% to someone who is a fucking vegetable in their estate, right? But if you have the prenup in place, I can make sure you're taken care of for life. Because if I became a vegetable, I want my wife to move on, right? Do not put me where I need to be to still be alive, right? Make sure I get the attention I need, but please. And that's going to be in my prenup too. Accidental damage, right? If some crazy shit happens to Kevin. So then you can move on, still be happy with the kids and continue being loved in the way you deserve to without me. You see what I'm saying? That's see, Cam, I'm telling you, so a man's going to convince you to sign a prenup. You're going to sign a prenup. I can tell.
I don't know. It depends. I don't know. We'll see.
But that's funny. No one wants to get divorced, man. That's
that's my worst fear, y'all. Like, I promise you, that is my worst fear in life.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's up there for me too. It's up there really for me too.
It's definitely up there. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, let's talk about then toxicity then. Because what brings relationships out, everyone's throwing the word toxic out now. And I'm going to start off, I don't believe in that toxic shit. I'm not going to lie to you.
I mean, it's real.
Sure, you can say it. Huh?
Some things are toxic. I thought you said that one time that like toxicity was a little fun to you.
Yeah, you told me that. Yeah,
I did. But I'm saying
needed.
Chill. I'm saying I don't think toxic shit is real in the sense of I think everyone is online capping. So everyone's like, I don't put up with no toxic shit. Bring me one person who's never done anything toxic. Everyone has a toxic trait. When you get with someone, you're bringing something bad to the table. You're bringing a lot of good, hopefully, but you're bringing something bad to the table. I'm a stubborn ass nigga. You can't convince me anything, right?
I just feel like it's mixed up. Like toxic, like some people say like natural things, like, okay, y'all keep arguing, like Pat was saying earlier, like you go through rough patches. To keep arguing for a period of time, it's not toxic. Right. Like people will say like, oh, like my relationship like turned toxic. Like that's not toxic. That's like going through a rough patch. Right. But I do think some things can be toxic, like cheating back and forth, getting back together.
Manipulative. Yeah, that's behavior. Okay.
Right. I don't think that's fun either. So
you have not done it, Camryn. And I'm not saying it's fun, but I'm saying like there are people who like there's a lot of people had fun during that period of time.
But are you having fun? Because like, I know you're not having fun like in that relationship. No way. So you must be saying like
you're having fun because it's unexpected shit. Like you don't like Patrick, I'm sure you're like, every time she texts you, your heart drops because you're like, oh, did she find out yet? Did she find out yet? Oh, she didn't. Haha. And you know,
Loki like a like
what is wrong with y'all?
Loki like a video game, bro. Like one time, bro. One time, I got in a big argument, and I was at their house. And they didn't want to drive me home. And it's like a 10-minute drive from my house to theirs. So I just walked, like I decided to walk. And so I was walking and she's like circling back around. Like she's driving past me and like telling me to get in the car. I'm like, no, I'm walking. And she'll drive past me, like make a U-turn, then come back on the same side of the road. And I'll be like, bro, just keep driving. Absolutely. So I get in the car and I'll be like, I'll get in the car, but you have to take me home. And she was like, for sure. So we're driving down towards my house. And she passes my house. Absolutely. She doesn't take me home. Absolutely. She drives for like probably 20 minutes after. And I have to call my brother to pick me up in a different neighborhood. I'm like, bro, please like take me home.
So Pat, have you ever dealt with somebody not in Gwinnett or no?
Yeah. You talking about like just in general? Well, I mean, I haven't really been out of Gwinnett. Well, I mean, like I've been in Columbus.
Right.
And no knock to anyone watching this from Columbus, Georgia, but the women down in Columbus aren't, top tier. They're not they're at least to me. But yeah, so I wasn't really talking to anyone down there. And plus I was in a relationship then. So but no, yeah, I've only people from Gwinnett really. But like I would love to have the luxury that y'all have to be out of state. Mm-hmm. But one, I wasn't an athlete. I mean, I was, but I wasn't really trying to do that in college. And two, I'm not trying to pay all the out of state tuition, when it comes back with loans and shit. So I've really just been in Georgia all my life.
True.
But what were you gonna connect to me dealing with anyone? Was that just a question?
No, I was just wondering because like you were saying she drove like 15 minutes from the house. Like she lived 15 minutes away.
So no, 15.
15, yeah.
Oh, you said 50. Oh, you said 50. I was like, oh.
Yeah, 15.
Oh, yeah.
So I was just wondering. Because I know, obviously, Kevin.
Slow down. All right, well, how do you feel about Well, Patrick, you've been in an interracial relationship.
Yeah, I think it's different, though. I think, like Black and anything other than white.
Damn. Cam,
you know what? I'm gonna let Cam speak. Because I know Cam's got a lot to say. I know Cam's got a lot to say.
I don't have anything to say. I don't. But I just thought that was funny because like.
Because
you've been in probably more interracial relationships than like.
See, the thing is, I've only been in one relationship. I don't count
relationship, but like you dealt with like more.
He dated that one light-skinned girl we went to school with. Y'all know who I'm talking about. She was my dog, and to this day, she's still my nigga. Like we still cool. Yeah. You feel me? But she like we talk every now and then, but like we both like she knows I have a girlfriend now, so she knows it's that.
So it's respectful.
Yeah, so it's just respectful. And then me and cool. That was the person. She was literally like the girl version of me.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do that, bro. I would literally like.
She was kind of interesting because like remember when she ran away and we all couldn't find her?
I remember that day because the cops came to our fucking house.
Yeah, where was she? Did you know where she was?
No.
Ron?
Yes.
Ron ran away?
Patrick, a lot of times.
Bro, Kevin has dealt with some crazy women.
That's
bro.
the thing. That's why
no. Kevin was like, okay, it was like different girls, but he followed the same pattern, like always getting them to do the same stuff, like somehow sneaking like out of school, going and doing whatever, eating all the time. Like it was like the same pattern with different girls.
Now, the one thing that Kevin did, like, if Kevin started dating someone, they was gonna do whatever for Kevin, bro. Like,
bruh.
Like one time, bro, this is like God.
Y'all
like
making
God
me sound manipulative.
But nah, but it wasn't even Kevin's fault, bro. One girl told Kevin that she would drink his pee to get back together with him, bro. I swear to God, like I put that on everything. That was the craziest.
You want to know what happens, bro?
I got a topic we need to talk about.
Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all real quick what happened. I'm very outgoing, so Patrick will tell you when you're around me, like. Me and Patrick, like when you came to Ohio, Patrick, we're both like, damn, we can't be spending that much money. Cause like when you're with me, we just inherently, you see what I'm saying? So I'm very outgoing. I'm very much, let's go do, and I'm creative with ideas too. So I'm like, let's go do it. What's it called? And then like, I'm a salesman at the end of the day. I can sell you on something. You see what I'm saying? I can really,
talk you into anything,
bro, I can sell you on something. You may not like
what you were doing to them then. You were probably just talking them into.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, but I would never ever make you do something or ask you to do something that I wouldn't do. So if you were gonna go jump off the cliff, I was gonna be next to you holding your hand. You see what I'm saying? We were gonna be jumping off the cliff together. It's gonna be fun every time. So, like, but that was back then, and now, like, you know, I'm really glad I date the girl that I date because Jada says a lot of times she's like, I can't. No, you feel me?
Yeah, Jada don't be putting up with none of that.
Yeah.
I wish you could meet Jada. She's so much different than all of them.
Really?
Yeah, she's a Delta like you. I told you that.
Love that. That's crazy.
But
I was gonna say, oh, okay. Wait, do we have anything else to say on this?
No, you can talk about your topic.
Oh, I was just gonna say that we should talk about hygiene. Like, how important is that to you guys? And like, have y'all dealt with like people with bad hygiene?
Nope.
Really?
I don't even. I don't let it get that far. Like
someone's house smelled like a dog.
Okay, like no, okay. Let me tell you guys. Okay, so I feel like number one, I feel like I'm gonna end up with somebody like with really good hygiene because I just like guys. It's harder to come by guys with like really, really good hygiene. You know, like
okay, define really, really good hygiene because for me, good hygiene, you're brushing your teeth twice a day. You're taking your showers, right? I shower usually twice a day. You're cleaning your room, right? So you're making your bed, right?
Right.
Your
nails should be clipped, like.
Oh, okay, now I feel like that's taking a step further because like guys aren't paying attention to me. At least me.
Really?
Like, my nails aren't ugly, but like they're, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know, like nice and like clipped. Like some guys like don't do that. Like I just feel like you should be washing your clothes. They don't just stay in the dirty like clothesmen for like too long. You know, like I just feel like you should like smell good. Like you should, have some guys, I'm sure y'all know because like I'm sure y'all have like been around guys that have like that like musk smell. Like it's like this like they're like clean, but they have this like.
Patrick, yes, we've been around some dudes.
Yeah, we've definitely been around musty dudes, bro. But I just
but it's not even like a musk. It's like a musk.
Like, yeah, it's like their natural, almost their natural scent, and it's like. Yeah, I mean, but women, you guys have a lot more expectations when it comes to hygiene. I mean, just look at just look at this video. Like me, I'm just chilling, braids. 2 weeks in. You feel me? You have like me and Patrick probably just have some basic. Yeah, we probably just have some basic lip balm on, me and P. You have like actual gloss on. You see what I'm saying?
No, I have chapstick on.
Oh shit.
But I see what you're saying. Like I just feel like different people take care of themselves. So that's not a deal breaker for you guys. Like bad hygiene is not.
Oh no, yeah, no, like
it is.
It's not gonna get that far. Like it's that much of a deal breaker. It's probably the number one. Like
that is like I can't it can just make an experience so bad. Like
if there is a smell attached to you that is negative, my nigga, I can't be your friend.
No,
can't even be your friend.
Yeah, we're not even friends at that point. Like, yeah, because like, bro, like,
why do I come here and it smells absolutely atrocious, nigga?
Like, I go down there and it smells like we're not going back down there, and you're leaving.
Cam, I don't even think that's a discussion. I don't even know why you brought up hygiene. If you're watching this and you're with someone who you know has bad hygiene, there's something wrong with you.
And okay, maybe it's just different levels to it. Because like what y'all consider bad, like what I consider bad, y'all might not consider bad. So like for a girl, like what are some things that like you consider like bad hygiene?
Deodorant.
Musty is number one.
Yeah. If you can't put on deodorant, dog. But actually, I'm not gonna lie. For me, it's shower. Like So my girlfriend has very good hygiene. Okay. But she showers once a day. I shower twice every day. So when she told me she showers once a day, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but I feel like sometimes like we're at, oh no, she plays a sport.
Yeah. So I get it. I get where she gets it from. You feel me? If you got your workout, you feel me? Then you shower like, and then you're clean for the rest of the day. But a lot of times I shower before I go to sleep. So it's like,
yeah, that's how I am. Like, I feel like it also depends. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you have good hygiene, because like my mom, if I went out, okay, so say I showered before I went out somewhere, right? Like, I'm not going to not shower before I get in my bed, even though I just showered a few hours ago.
But you know what's funny?
If I have workouts, if I have like, say we have just hitting,
like
12, and then we have practice at like 2, like I'm not showering in between because like we just hit. You know, I just feel like it's like about being aware of like your smell, like being aware of how you smell, like knowing when you should shower.
But see, that's the thing. Like
everybody.
Sometimes people can't smell their pheromones. Like some people can't smell like how they smell.
I don't believe that because some people that I've been around, there's no way you cannot smell yourself. Or like going in a stall after a girl, like there's no way you can smell yourself.
You know what's funny? Patrick's right. And let me tell you the trick. Actually, a lot of that shit is diet. So one thing I noticed is my pheromones did change when I stopped eating meat. And I'm not saying meat is the cause of all bad pheromones, right? But if you're eating a lot of fast food and not many home cooked meals and a lot of high, like saturated fats, right? And trans fats, your pheromones, and you're not drinking water as well, right? You're drinking just soda, juice every day, barely any water. Your pee's gonna be, right? That's just gonna be red. And your sweat's gonna be greasy, right? Your pheromones are not gonna come out as well.
And also for girls, like a way that your like smell can be off that people don't realize. Like you can find out if your like boyfriend or like somebody you're sleeping with is cheating on you by like if it like changes like your smell. Like a lot of times people don't realize that like if your boyfriend is like having raw sex with like other girls, it like throws off your pH balance, and people just seem like oblivious to it. But I don't know. I don't think people are like trying to be aware of their smell and all. Like
no, yeah, like I'm
like that. Like
I'm like overly hygienic, bro. Like I brush like probably
Patrick is very hygienic.
I'll probably brush my teeth after I eat lunch. I'll brush my teeth probably 3 times a day. Most days. Every day, 2 times a week. I mean 2 times a day for sure.
Right.
When you said the 2 times a week, I was like, nigga, what the fuck?
Nah, and almost like most of the time, I'll probably shower 3 times a day because like I shower when I wake up, and then I'll go work out. I'll shower after the workout, and then sometime around like 8 or 9, I'll shower. Then.
Yeah, see, that's me. But like when I wake up, I like wash off. So like I take like a wash. Like I don't like shower all the time, but like I'll.
I don't always with soap because soap. So like it depends on what kind of soap you use.
I use Dove.
Because yeah, so like. Okay, that's a good one. You just have to be careful because like some of like the Axes and stuff like that, those things will like strip your body of oils.
Right.
Yeah. Right. So like sometimes you just got to make sure you're keeping the oils on your skin.
Like, you just got to be aware of yourself. So I also feel like if I'm on like my period or something, like I'll shower like probably 3 times a day or like way more than I usually would.
But you know what's funny? It's all tailored to lifestyle. So Patrick, remember that debate we had? I think it's all about knowing your lifestyle. So if you live a sedentary lifestyle and you don't get up and work out very much, you can probably get away with showering once a day. You don't sweat, you don't do anything. If you're a dude who works out and you do 2 a days or whatever, you probably need to shower more, right? And then like brushing your teeth, bro. I'm sorry, 2 times a day at least. I don't know where.
Yeah, that's not compromisable, bro.
That's not.
I know a lot of people who don't brush their teeth before they go to bed.
And then depending on your diet, things like earwax, you feel me? Things like your nose and stuff like that. I guess if you want to take care of your skin and acne and stuff like that. Right. But
that's the hardest thing for me, bro. I can't find I don't follow anyone's like skin routine, like skincare routine, because nothing works for me that it works for everyone else.
And you gotta find. I'm glad you said you gotta find what works for you.
Yeah, I had to go to the dermatologist to find what works for me because like the over the counter, like Dove soap, the dark blue one. Like, I think that's the original one. That works really good for my skin. But other than that, I have to go to the dermatologist to, like, get prescribed stuff because stuff doesn't work.
For me, I try to stay as natural as possible when it comes to my health. So, like, I've realized, bro, like, you can literally change your whole body just from what you eat and how you work out.
Yeah.
So if you're making sure you're in the gym, 4 to 5 times a week, right? The blood is flowing in your skin, it's flowing everywhere, so it's giving your body a chance to transport stuff. And then as long as you're getting the greens, the vegetables, and the fruits in, the fiber, even your poop, like, nigga, you need to watch how you poop too. Like, if your poop is coming out super mushy and nasty, you see what I'm saying? Like,
but did y'all know like men naturally poop more than women?
Yeah, metabolism is faster.
Yeah, I probably
know that till the other day. Well, not the other day, but like a little while back.
Yeah, I be shitting a lot, man.
I should like once a day.
Yeah, easy once or twice a day. I've had some 2-a-days.
What about women? Like, what do y'all do it like every day?
I don't know. I think some women do, but I've never been like, no, I don't poop that often.
When it comes to metabolism,
not that often, but like not once a day.
Like, I'm about to say, I do it once a week. I thought that's what you were about to say.
Yeah, no. I used to have like, so like stomach problems like run in my family. Like my brother has like a stomach issue or whatever. So like we were talking to the doctor and like seeing like if me going to the bathroom like every 2 days or every 3 days was like normal. And she said like, yeah, like it depends on if you've been that way from a child, then it's normal. But if you were a different way and then like it changes, then it's not normal. So,
yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yeah. To me, diet's always gonna be the most important. The diet and lifestyle, as far as like working out, bro.
Working out, like
I just can't stand. I can't stand when niggas will come to me and say, "Bro, yeah, I have this problem, this problem, this problem," and then I ask them, "Do you work out?" And the answer is no. Yeah. And then I ask them, "What are you eating?" "Oh, bro, shit, I skipped breakfast, and then I think I had McDonald's for lunch." And then and I'm like, bro, that's every day. Yeah, nigga, you're not shitting. Your metabolism is slow. Like, yeah, nigga, you feel terrible and your skin's breaking out. You're eating like fucking shit. And you don't. And the thing is, your body is really good at recovering. So like, if you eat like shit, if you just work out a good bit, you can still recover.
But I also feel like it depends on like your ethnicity, like that type of stuff. Like I feel like bloodline and stuff like that.
Absolutely. You got to know your genetics. That's one reason I stopped eating meat, because like high blood pressure runs in my family. So we have lean people, right? No one's really overweight, but the blood pressure, they get hypertension like crazy in my family, because in Kenya and in Uganda, they eat a lot of meat, specifically beef. So I've always known, okay, exactly. And I've always known, okay, you feel me? That it like my dad has to take medication. Like you see my dad, he looks healthy, right, Pat?
Oh yeah,
he looks really healthy, right? As far as like a physical, but he has to take hypertension medicine. And I'm like, okay. And he's always told me since I was a kid, hey, lay off on the salt, Kevin, lay off on this, because when you get older, your body's not going to do it like that. So for me, I was like, all right, bro.
I don't eat like shit, but I really don't watch what I eat, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't look at the nutritional facts. I don't know. If I want to eat something at that moment in time, I'm gonna eat it, and I'm not gonna feel guilty about it. But then again, like y'all said, I work out, but I don't work out to be like. If I told someone that I worked out 3-4 times a week, they'd be like, "No, bro, I don't believe it." But I don't work out to get big. Like that's a plus.
You run and stuff, like you do a lot of like cardio.
Well, I mean, I do a lot of like high intensity stuff. So I'll do that because I'm eating bad. I'm not eating great, but I'm not eating like shit. Like I'm eating like right in the middle. So I do it so I can eat whatever I want, bro. Cause that's me. Like I love the things that I love, and I'm not gonna compromise. Like I would never give up beef, bro. I can't. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think though a part of it though is also like Ken said, knowing your bloodline. Patrick, if both your parents were obese, nigga, I'm sorry. I'd be telling you today, hey dog, you need to whatever, because you would probably be more susceptible to that, right? But your dad's an athlete, your mom seems to be in good shape, you were an athlete, you still work out. But then I think though, I always tell people now, like you can get away with a lot of shit while you're young, right? You start hitting the 40 and not even the 40, 35. When dudes start hitting 35, man, the body just starts looking different. For men, your testosterone levels go down naturally. Right. For women, you guys get closer to the menopause period. So like it just, your body literally changes. And when that happens, if you haven't already been trying to, it's harder to lose weight at 40 than at 22. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So.
And like my sister is a vegan and my mom was a vegetarian up until like last week. But her doctor, like that's how I was saying it matters about your like bloodline. Because her doctor was like, it's not helping you. Like you need some meat. Like, so now she eats fish, so I guess she's a pescatarian or whatever. But it can be damaging for a lot of people to not, like I'm sure you, especially you're working out and stuff, like so you're getting like a balance all around. But I guess for, I don't know. It just really depends, I think.
I have no problem with meat, bro. I told P though, I don't even know if I told you, Patrick, but like if you ever watch the documentary Seaspiracy on Netflix, or if you ever watch What the Health, it is not literally the meat that is killing people. It is everything attached to it. Yeah. And then the cultivation of the meat. So like I always tell people the best meat I ever had, the best sausage link I ever had was in Africa, because they killed the cow in front of you and they made that shit from scratch. That cow was eating the grass that they grew. Right, that was just natural. It was a free grazing cow. The cow that you eat probably was just being force-fed corn, right? Yeah. That was pesticide all the way the fuck down. As dummy pesticides, all these chemicals in it. It's drinking weird ass water. The milk is being bleached. So by the time you get the product, oh, it's so contaminated. And it's called tertiary contamination, where it's contaminated from the top all the way down. So then when you get the beef or the chicken, they're frying it with all these oils and putting these seasonings, and it tastes great, right? But that chicken is only just like, it's only like a portion of what it was supposed to be from the time it was an egg. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So like, if you're eating meat, I would tell you, I think it's a valid ass thing to do, but like you have to watch the type of meat you consume and the way you prepare it. Right. Whether it's being fried or grilled, or is your meat constantly, are you eating the most processed form of meat? Are you eating ground up chicken, nigga? Like, what are you eating really? Yeah. Are you eating burgers, or are you eating a steak? Those are two different things. Burgers have bones in them. Steaks, they don't. You see, it's a cut of meat.
Wait, what?
You mean steak has bones?
Burgers are ground up. So like a chicken nugget has chicken bones in it, right? A chicken nugget has chicken bones and different things in it that are apart from the chicken.
Oh yeah, but I mean, steak does have bones in it too.
Yeah, no, you can get a T-bone steak, but what I'm saying, what's ground up in it though? Like the steak, so like a steak. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah.
But yeah. This is any other? I think we're done, guys.
Yeah, I can't think of any other top. Oh well, there is one more I have left.
What would you get?
It's actually for Cam, because I mean I don't think it's really a deal breaker for us, but if your significant other watches porn, is that a deal breaker for you?
I don't know. I don't think too much of it is good, because I feel like sometimes like people that like, this is like graphic to say, we might have to bleep it, but like people that like beat their meat or whatever, or like guys that do that a lot. Graphic. They're like, okay, but it depends on who's watching it. But sometimes they can't perform for real. Like when it's time to actually like do it like with you, they can't perform. So that's something I never understood. So I guess to a certain extent,
Cam, what if your friend has an OnlyFans? What is its intended purpose, right? The man,
it's not for my nigga to be watching it.
No, I'm not gonna lie. If I was
but then when another girl who you don't know is getting her brains blown out, it's okay for your man to watch it.
But so that's kin though. Like, I don't think, like, if I was a girl and I caught my nigga being his meat to my best friend, yeah, I don't think we could do this anymore, bro.
But then when it's a random ass girl and it's on X videos, you're cool.
Because there's no like relate, like there's no like love, like there's no love lost in. Like I don't know her, but that's like my bet. Like we were literally just hanging out yesterday. You know what I mean?
You're right. Like, you're right. But you're right. But do you see what I'm saying conceptually though? I'm like, LOL. I can be my dick to a stranger and you're cool. If I cheat on you with a stranger, you're mad. If I be my dick to your friends' OnlyFans, you're tight. And by the way, guys,
well,
I don't do any of this stuff, by the way. Let's not.
Well, it's kind of just like, I feel like crazy. It's like sliding up on like your girl's best friend rather than sliding up on a girl from Texas. Like obviously it's going to hurt a little more with the girl that she's best friends with. But it's going to be the same for sure. Yeah. But it's definitely different levels.